Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about my 5 tips for time management. These are things that I've found to be very helpful in both my work life and my home life, and I hope they help you too. The first tip is a good reputation. A good reputation means trust. It means what you say and what you do requires less validation, and that equals more time. Always do what you say you will, and over-deliver to try and build that reputation. The next tip is to keep a clean email box. This is easier said than done, and it does require a lot of discipline, but staying on top of it will end up meaning more time for you. How I keep a clean email box is I clear and respond to everything in the morning that I can. I delete what is truly not needed, those side reports, things that you aren't going to need to reference in your inbox. I treat it like a task list, which gives me a lot of satisfaction to try to keep it clean, which means I delete what I truly feel is not needed. You can always go back and retrieve it. Next, I try to answer everything by the end of the day so it's out of my headspace by the time I leave the office. This gives you great peace of mind, lets you think clearly all night long, and come back in the morning with a clean slate. Next, really assess if the email or the response you're about to give has value. If it doesn't, don't send it. Emails will spawn other emails and will take up more time. So you really want to think about, is this going to get me what I need? Next is be ruthless about what you spend your time on. Always think, is the juice worth the squeeze in whatever you're doing? Now, that doesn't mean you don't experiment and do things that may end up not being as much value or any value that you were hoping. But it does mean that you are really thinking about what the chances are that what you're doing is going to pay off in the end. Tip number 4 is do not overcommit. You want to be mindful of what's on your plate and do not overextend, as that will impact the quality of your work and hurt that reputation you're trying to build in tip number 1. You want to make conscious decisions about what you're involved in and make sure that it matches the capacity that you can give. And finally, tip number 5, whatever you're doing, try to only do it once. You want to complete any kind of project you're involved in maybe a little bit beyond expectation. Anticipate responses. Build that into your final product. If it has a weakness, know how to speak to it. Have that armed by the time that you're presenting it or proposing it. And if follow-up is needed, try to control the scope. Be an active participant in the questions and feedback that you're getting and the suggestions on how to remedy whatever is being brought up. So there are my 5 tips for time management, all in a 3-minute video. Remember that time is money. I hope you found these helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. Take it easy.